What is up, YouTube? It is I Gave the D, or irMaddDogg, depending on how you know me, and welcome to a commentary I've been meaning to make for quite some time now. About 7 months ago, I made a commentary detailing what I believed was going to be the next Call of Duty, which was Call of Duty 9, and what I essentially said was it's going to be called Black Ops 2, and it's probably going to take place sometime in the near future. Sure enough, I was 100% correct about this, and just studying, doing my research and everything about the games, it really got me thinking about, what is the future of Call of Duty, especially now that it's considered the #1 entertainment franchise of all time. I mean, if you look at Xbox, because, well, I look at Xbox because I have my own Xbox, but, 15 million people play this on, like, a regular basis, and I'm sure it's just as much for PlayStation 3, and I know probably about 10 million people play it on, PC, and so we're looking at about 40 million people who play this game for the multiplayer, and that's not even including how many people just buy it for, single player, or to play Spec Ops with their friends, or zombies, or split screen, or whatever it is. There are probably a bunch of people that buy it there too, so I'm probably predicting around 60 to 75 million people buy this game every year, and, that number's not going down. It's skyrocketing. I mean, it's been increasing from 5 to 10 million every game that they release, and you know what, it's just going to get bigger and bigger until eventually it's going to need to tumble down at some point, and that's what I am here in this video to talk to you guys about. Before I get into a brief history of the Call of Duty franchise and talking about, why I think it's going to go downhill and where it will go downhill, I figure I should talk about this gameplay first. It's 51-0. I go on a 37 gun streak. Of course, I get a MOAB. It's my personal biggest flaw list that I've ever gotten. It's second highest on my friends list, or actually, I think now it's third highest on my friends list. I play with a lot of great people. But, yeah, so this is, that's the gameplay. I use a lot of guns. I just wanted to use really good gameplay, because if I'm going to be bad talking the Call of Duty franchise, I don't want you guys to think that I'm bad whatsoever. So that's why I got this, and also why you should listen to me. As of right now, I have been playing Call of Duty ever since the very first console port came out. When Call of Duty Finest Hour came out, I just loved playing it. It was the very first console port, and I just played it literally all day. Here I am, like 8 years old, and I'm playing this console port, and it was just so effing fun. It's unbelievable. And then Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 came out, and that one was amazing as well. And then Call of Duty 3 came out, and I was like, okay, this is garbage. But then, once I got my Xbox 360, I got Call of Duty 4, and then I played it from there on out, and ever since I've been playing every single Call of Duty, and yeah, so I'm a huge fan. I know the trends of the franchise. The only Call of Duties that I haven't played are Call of Duty 1 and Call of Duty 2, however, I have played them in like little tidbits at my friend's house. So don't think that it's like I'm completely blind or unaware of them. I mean, I have played them for several hours at my friend's house and everything. So yeah, also I am a huge business guy. I've been involved in business ever since I was like 4 years old. I used to be doing like balancing my dad's checkbook with him at the dinner table, and accounting, economics, politics, and especially business and marketing. It's always been something that has fascinated me, and it's something that I do very well. In fact, so well that several indie game developers have hired me to lead their marketing departments, as well as the fact that I am a game developer. A studio that me and my friends made a couple of years ago, where it was called GHPI, which stood for my name, and then Industries. I'm not going to tell you what my name is. You should know it by now if you're a subscriber, but in case you didn't, it's GHPI, and it's just a game studio that we made. We decided to go with my name because I founded it, and it just rolls off the tongue very well. I mean, GHPI, I mean, it's quick, it's easy to say, and it just gets the point across good. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I will talk to you guys in later commentaries about my endeavors as a head of marketing department for several indie companies. I will tell you when those games are going to be released, but also when my game studio starts making games, it's going to be they're probably going to be released about in the next year and a half, I'd say. So definitely subscribe if you want to check out some awesome indie games. But again, that's not what I'm here to talk about. And now I just want to talk about a brief history of Call of Duty, because, with 5 to 10 million new fans coming to the game every single year, a lot of them maybe don't understand the full story. So here's how it went. a group of friends worked for EA Games back in the early 2000s, and they wanted to make Medal of Honor a franchise that really focused on what they believed in, and that was severe realism and, as close to real war as possible. However, EA did not agree with this. They just wanted to make Medal of Honor the way they wanted to make it. And so the group of friends split off, and they created a company called Infinity Ward. And what happened after Infinity Ward was made is they created Call of Duty, which was essentially a clone of Medal of Honor. However, it was made the way that they wanted to make it. This was a huge deal. Activision picked it up and became the publisher, because Activision clearly saw the potential in this game. So then they picked it up, then Call of Duty, or Infinity Ward I should say, made Call of Duty 2 then. However, Activision wanted to make a game every single year since they saw how this could be expanded. So they hired Treyarch and other unnamed, game studios to develop it, and half of it was Treyarch and half of it were other minor studios that came together and made Call of Duty 3. So then it went on and alternated, and what I really like is how Infinity Ward made Modern Warfare. They really took the step and said, we're not going to keep doing this if Treyarch is going to stay in the past, so we're just going to move to something forward, and they continued making games the way they wanted to make it until now. Eventually, Activision kicked Infinity Ward out of the deal, and it's just a really sad situation, considering that now I believe Infinity Ward has been ripped off twice. They got Medal of Honor stolen from them by EA, and now they have Call of Duty stolen from them by Activision, and it's just really bad. Just a bad situation, and so yeah, that's just a basic overview of Call of Duty history. Now I'm going to talk about where it really went wrong. First off, it was making yearly games. Of course, making yearly games made it available to everybody, and because once you beat a game, you probably stop playing it more, and so they really wanted to make it something that you could look forward to every year. However, I do believe that they could make one every 2 years, and at this point, I'd be perfectly fine playing CoD for 2 years and then looking forward to a new one every 2 years, but that was their first mistake. They just expanded the entire franchise way too thin, making it yearly, and there are now, I believe, 4 World War II based games, and it's just ridiculous now. There's 3 modern games, there's one set in the Cold War, and one that's going to be set in the future and Cold War, and it's just going to be very hard to make and keep everybody interested, because they're starting to create dedicated series now. Modern Warfare was a dedicated series. It did not stay true to talking about Modern Warfare. It developed its own science fiction and went on its own story, and that's the second place where they went wrong. They created something that people looked forward to, the story, more than the actual concept of it, and that's just something that, a lot of people, I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm just saying that you can't expand a story, because a story needs to end, and you can never keep on going. So only 3 Modern Warfares, for all we know, only 2 Black Ops. I'd say they're probably going to make a bunch of trilogies in the Call of Duty franchise. But, it's just, I wanted to talk about a lot more, but I feel like I've just covered the essential basics of where Call of Duty went wrong. I feel like there are a lot of minor things. Call of Duty Elite was just not so good. But, so that's just my opinion on where Call of Duty went wrong and, how it could fix itself in the future. Just tell me what you think about all of this. And right now I want you guys to go follow my Twitter, like my Facebook page, and add me as a friend on Google+, as well as follow my TwitchTV, as I will be uploading a lot of live streaming on all of those. And yeah, until next time, see you guys in my next video.